Welcome to Getting Ignorant with It.
Yep, I'm Shonda Nicole.
I'm Amari.
And today we are going to discuss stuff.
Let's start with Ready to Love. Or a little kid slowly stepping downstairs.
Fam, what are you doing?
Getting candy?
That is a keychain.
I'm walking.
And she's walking slowly.
Can you walk faster to your destination so that you can stop making noise in the background?
Don't mind me, yo.
Please. Don't mind me, yo.
I can't.
Alright.
Ready to Love, por favor.
We starting with Ready to Love? I think we should save Ready to Love because it seems like we had a lot to say about it.
Okay, then
So,
let's start
let's get
low,
through.
then go high.
Yeah, let's get
opposite
through.
of Obama. How about Family Union for the Christmas special?
I'm happy that they didn't have the wig on the daughter.
Is her hair really that bad with the wig on?
Yes. Did you not see when they tried to cornroll the wig?
All I know is it was very big hair, Jersey style. 90s Jersey style. Maybe, I don't know. Lack of hair, I just make assumptions.
No, she ain't have her wig on. They didn't have her on that wig. I guess they got the message from social media saying, "Why are y'all doing this to this girl?" And I didn't understand because there was more in the first season. There's a lot of episodes where she's got on the wig, and they tried to spruce it up by doing the half braids on one side and then having it out on the other side. You could do that with real hair. You can't do that with no wig. Not even just no wig, but a bad wig. It wasn't like one of those lace fronts or whatever it is that the girls wear where when you part it, it looks like scalp. No, it was like when you part it, you see cap and track. It was one of those type of wigs.
So it was just ghetto.
Yes, and they tried to braid it. So in between the braids, you can see track and cap. It was very bad. And I'm was so mad. But then a couple episodes after that, she had her real hair out. And I'm like, yo, her real hair, I don't know if it is or they dyed it the color, but it was about the same color as the wig, but it just was so pretty.
This is a show ran by black people, so why do you think they let that child go out like that? In front of an audience, on TV.
Somebody didn't want to hurt somebody's feelings. That's what I'm thinking it is. And I'm not saying that I'm pretty sure Tia and all of them was talking about it behind the scenes. It was like, yo, I don't want to hurt the stylist's feelings or something. Whoever was the hair technician, I don't want to hurt their feelings. But this is not it. And they probably got fired, and that's when they probably started wearing her real hair out. Probably brought in a sister girl that was like, girl, you got edges. You need to let these things out.
Let them breathe.
Floss these ledges on these holes. Hairline.
And we saw Jackie Harry again.
Oh, yeah, I like her. I love her so much. You know what? The three of them together, I enjoyed. It was like a lot of, nostalgia.
It really makes me feel they need to have a Black Golden Girls. And just gotta throw in, they need to throw in what's her name in there from Jennifer Lewis. And that's all they need.
Yes. Why is that not a thing? Seriously, because I'm a big Jennifer Lewis fan, so definitely.
Did you read her book?
Yes, I read the book and I listened to the audio.
The audio
Was everything. Oh my gosh, because she's so extra and theatrical. So as she's reading, she's like, then I walked into the room. And I'm like, oh, tell me more, girl, tell me more. But then there's certain stories. You read the book, right?
Yes.
Okay, so when she was, we totally went left field. But anyways, when she was telling the story about when she was on the elevator, she, that shit was the funniest. When she was telling the story, because you get to hear her, she's screaming. Screaming. I'm just sitting there oh my God. But it was fucking hilarious. Yeah. Don't do it the way I did it. I signed up for a free trial with Audible, read the book, or listened to the book, and then canceled my trial. And then used a new email address, and then did it again. But my life is different.
Getting back to Family Reunion, though.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Jennifer Lewis.
Did you appreciate the homeless storyline?
It was a little too much for me. It was too cheesy. The writing on that one, I get you want to throw in the let's be nice, let's give back, let's
It reminded me of the Proud Family.
But it just was too. Yeah, I remember that episode too. But it just was. It was too cheesy.
Plus, why would they're camping in their background? Clearly,
yeah. So
they don't look homeless
at
whatsoever.
all.
You see them shoes.
Like
You see how nice that tent is.
Exactly. It just was. It was poorly written in that part. I mean, it could have been better. It could have been way better. I see what they were trying to do, but they could have did that way better. They could have made it not seem so just generic.
Well,
like it felt like
generic.
Yeah, but it didn't have to be that generic of a moment. I don't know. Maybe like I'll be having higher hopes for them because
it's black.
Exactly.
Oh, you put a black tax on it?
No, it's just I didn't say higher expectations. I said higher hopes. Like I wanted them to do better. I didn't expect them to do better, but I wanted them to do better.
Are you expecting much out of Kendra Barris basically redoing Blackish on Netflix?
Wait, what?
Kendra Barris, like Shonda Rhimes and all them, has a deal with Netflix, and his first show is basically Blackish, except instead of changing the name of his children, they're gonna be Barris, Zoe Barris, and all these other people.
Wait. Okay.
It's called Black Excellence.
Oh, wait. Okay. Because I really, really love Blackish. Like, the way that I love Blackish is... Why is my... Sorry about that.
It's fine, because usually it bings just when you're making a good point.
Yeah, no. But I really, really like Blackish. Like, since day one. So I don't like it when people touch the things that I hold near and dear to me. You know, all of that flip culture. Don't touch the shit that I like. Touch the shit that I kind of like. But the shit that I really, really like, don't touch it. You know what I mean? So, the fuck?
Yeah, and it's already having controversy because everybody's light skinned. Well, they don't pass the paperback. No, they do pass the paperback test.
Oh, wait, but okay. So here's the thing. Blackish is written based off of him and his family and his wife or whatever. So
Black Excellence is doing the same thing.
Why? It's production redundance. Can I say that? Does that work?
Production redundance?
Yeah.
It tickles me.
But you understand where that goes. Okay, all right.
Doing the same thing twice. Different network.
Well, production redundance. Why are we doing this? Well,
but at the same time, if you look where all the Ish series are going, it does not mirror his original plans.
Got you.
Like what they did with the football episode, which seemingly might have been the final straw with Disney/ABC. I guess he's doing all that he couldn't do on ABC, and he's doing it on Netflix.
Okay, that aspect of thinking makes sense, but then couldn't you possibly not format it in the same, or if you're going to have the same format, at least change it out so that it's not... Because in my mind, I'm like, what am I really... Like, okay, so it's just a certain couple of episodes that ABC wasn't filling. So, okay, I'll go and watch those episodes on the show, but I'm going right back to regular Blackish because I like Tracy Ellis Ross. I like the twins. I like Zoe, the real Zoe. I like the real fake Zoe. Like, I like those people.
Not to go off on a tangent on this Blackish thing, but do you think Zoe on Blackish is different than Zoe on Grownish?
Yes.
Why is that?
Freedom.
Just because it's freeform?
No, I said freedom.
So that's why she dumb and not as smart and all that? Because she be foolish.
She do be foolish, but you got to remember when girls are away from their structure and they have that first taste of what they can do without... From what I've seen on the show, I don't know if it's been any if I'm behind or anything. I don't know if it started airing again and I just missed episodes. But
not to mid-January.
Okay, so I should what? Okay, wait, no, I'm gonna have to go back and rewatch then. But
no, that was just a preview.
Okay, so what I gather is like she feels like she knows what she's doing, and that's how she was on Blackish. Like, she had a handle on things. But the problem is, now she doesn't have to really answer directly to anybody. So when she fucks up, she just fucks up. And it takes her a minute to realize, I fucked up. Whereas when she's at home, you fuck up. You got somebody right there like, fam, what are you doing? Zoe, that's not... I'm Tracy Ellis Ross. I didn't raise you that way. You know what I'm saying? So that's what That's what I gather. But I do agree that she is more foolish. She's more naive. But then again, they probably write her that way to fit into the whole, freshman, sophomore, whatever year she's in, college experience.
I think she's going to be a junior.
Yeah, I think she's about to be a junior.
Which makes you wonder, after she's a senior, they just going to, what they do
Yeah,
with that
so
show?
what happens? We're going to follow the twins? I'm with that. I love me some Marcy Martin.
Do you watch her YouTube channel?
No, is it worth it?
Kind of. She had a nice video with Sky Jackson.
I think I remember that. Yeah, I seen when she used to do her little videos with Sky Jackson, but
they're so tiny.
Yeah, I'm past the childish aspect of her. Like, I like the woman that she's coming into, the young lady that she's coming into.
She got a new movie that's coming out sometime
Does
this
she?
year.
What's it called? Is it funny?
It's a comedy. I remember that.
Good. What was the other one? Little? Was that the one with Regina King?
Yeah.
I loved that movie. I loved it. It was a little cheesy, but it was just right. It was just what I needed. It had me in there like, yes, girl. Yeah.
Speaking about people snapping in live audiences, how about that live in front of a studio audience, good times and On the Family?
Okay.
I need them to drop On the Family first of all. Like, why do they keep bringing... They got rid of Tim Allen for a reason and his little conservative stuff. Why are they keeping On the Family back with...
Hold up. Tim Allen Home Improvement?
Yeah, remember? They canceled it on ABC. It got picked up by Fox, I think.
Well, see, I stopped watching it in, the 90s, back when,
Yeah, but they brought it back 2 to 3 years ago.
I didn't know that.
Probably when they started Toy Story again.
I didn't know that. And what, he was doing the whole Roseanne thing?
No, but he's a Republican and conservative.
We just don't need that type of negativity on our screens.
Well, Disney's all about that money. Conservatives lose money quickly.
That too. It's because they always talking out their ass.
They're just not popular. Even if you're like Melissa Joan Hart, so being a teenage witch is not very safe for you.
Yeah, no. Well, if he... all right, you know what? I don't have an opinion on it.
So, good times.
Temporarily.
Why was Anthony Anderson a part of that song?
Why? What do we need his 3 lines for?
I don't know. It's like you have Patty
And they really said a performance by. The nigga say, yo, can I get in there? No. I'll figure something out. Just can I go up there with you?
This is an ABC Family thing, right?
Yeah, I'm family. Blackish. Hello. Got 2 spinoffs. Like, come on, let me in. They went in, and he's like, what you gonna do? I'm gonna just sing these 2 parts. I'm gonna back her up. Because Patty was singing.
You can't be...
Well, she was yelling. Patty was getting up there with that yell.
Enunciating.
Yeah. She was widening that jaw.
She doesn't do the hair wide, so the mouth gotta get wider.
Listen, I said, Patty, I wonder if you just practice that one scream, because you just hit that scream, yell, note thing that you do just everything. Yeah! Like, you just get up there. Okay, girlfriend.
She lost her voice at one time she said on the Breakfast Club. A couple of years ago, but it came back.
Thank goodness.
Actually, I would like to see her act more.
I wouldn't mind.
I'm also surprised she hasn't kind of done that and laid off singing. Like, she really at her age want to be touring like that?
You feel me? Your knees okay, girlfriend?
She wears heels to the point where she has to kick them off. It ain't just for the singing.
Listen, I walk out there barefoot with my heels in my hand like I'm just going to skip the middleman, guys. Skipping the middleman. Word. And I love Adele, her black, white ass.
Did you see her new pictures from Christmas? Her Christmas party? She lost weight.
Did she?
She in that situation where I just got divorced and I'm ready to head up to something else.
I ain't even... Look, now. Just give us another 21. One of those good heartbreak, get over it, kick that bug to the curb. Give us one of those. Put your little black dress on and go do you. Dance to your Beyonce, because you know that's what you... All my single ladies.
Do you think she's like Mary J. Blige, Keisha Cole, which the only time she's going to have a hit is when she's sad and miserable?
I don't want to say yeah, but at the same time, like her...
I don't know no happy song from her.
Yeah, I don't either. Just like Sam Smith. I don't want to hear a happy song from him either.
I don't want to hear his music, period.
No.
I'm still mad that they're using his cover of either that Donna Summer or Rihanna song. I'm like, why can't you just pay the black people? Why can't this white man cover in the
see,
song?
you be knowing mad stuff that I don't be paying attention to, but...
I be in my feelings.
Yeah, I like me some Sam Smith, because it seemed like every song he'd be writing, every song that come out, I'll be like, Hey, yo, fam, you on my phone? Like, you read my text messages? What's up? Like, you know me? We
What
cool like
happened in your
that?
life? I'm not the only one. Was happening.
Yo, that every song that he's put out since he's come out, even on when he was on that Latch song with what you call it?
No, but
That one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, all of that. I'm like, yo, Sam, you alright in my book. I mean, he be saying some wild stuff. Well, he be interesting, but what it is I won't allow myself to get invested into him personally because I enjoy his music. So like I like him surfacely, if that makes sense. Because I like music so different. Like the way that I rock with music is so different, and it's like not even just music, but period. People that you see and that you admire. You know what I mean? And then when you start seeing more of them, you be like, okay, what the hell am I admiring? Like you're a fucked up person. Like you're terrible.
Like don't meet your heroes kind of thing.
That type of thing, yeah. Like Nicki Minaj. I love Nicki Minaj when she first came out. Yeah, I loved her when she first came out. That was my girl, and then I started disliking her music, but I still was supporting her. Like I don't like the sound or whatever. I don't like where you're going with this, but I still rock with you. But then when she started getting on Instagram and doing and being all extra and picking at Cardi B and picking at all these people and throwing tantrums every day, I just was like, I kind of didn't need to see that from you. And it's now for me hard to separate the art from the artist.
Queen Radio was fun, but it's also a mess.
Yeah, I wouldn't listen. I had no desire to listen, and I was mad when the people on the podcast that I listened to would talk about it.
And look where you are now.
Listen, I still ain't never listened to no damn Queen Radio. No offense, Nikki, but I'm not interested in what you have to say. I like the stuff more so that you say on records. I listen to that, but personally,
getting back on track. Good times. Was it a good time for you?
I enjoyed.
I thought it was just so terrible.
Yeah, it was.
But at the same time,
I like Viola.
Viola is kind of iffy on comedy, though.
Yeah, she's
iffy.
Yeah, they had a fake gap. Wow. She's iffy on comedy. Well, I'm not even gonna say she's iffy on comedy. I enjoyed her.
I liked her when she was doing what's that comedy? The United States of Terror with Toni Collette. That was a good look for her.
She was on there? Dang, I'm gonna have to go back and rewatch.
She was, oh my God, she was Captain Marvel's friend at the time. She was modeling for her comic book or whatever.
Wait, hold up. You said what show?
The United States of Terror. Toni Collette is somebody who has multiple personalities on it.
Okay, I'm making sure we talking about the same. You talking about Captain Marvel? I don't remember no
Brie
Captain
Larson,
Marvel.
she played Toni Collette's daughter.
You keep saying Toni Collette. I don't know white people, bro.
Toni Collette was. Did you see? You didn't see Knives Out.
I don't watch white people stuff, bro. I know black people.
What is she famous for besides that? And then she was also in that new Netflix series, the one where the girl got raped but nobody believed her.
Didn't watch it. Triggering.
What else was she? Wasn't anything. She was in that horror movie that came out earlier this year. The one with the little girl who looks kind of nope. I'm giving up. Tap it
All right,
out.
yep, give up. Anyways, yeah, I like Viola Davis. I liked her, and I didn't mind her in the role. The light skinned girl, the daughter.
Fox? Jamie Foxx's daughter?
Yeah, I could have did without her. For some reason, I felt like that was a whitewash.
That was a nepotism.
I could see that.
And that's the other thing. Jamie Foxx, what he did with George Jefferson compared to what everybody did with Good Times was terrible. It's like you went from this high to like, this is the best you can do.
See, I didn't watch the George Jefferson live.
He was a mess, and so was Wanda Sykes.
It was bad?
No, I meant a good mess. I mean, he's the only one that messed up his lines, but that was also
good.
funny.
So it's worth going back to watch.
Yes, that part. And also another good thing is they intermix because All in the Family led to the Jeffersons.
Yeah,
these two did not mix at all. So
yeah, and that's what I thought. I thought when they said it was gonna be All in the Family, and then it was gonna be what you call it. I'm like, okay, is there gonna be some form of a crossover or something? Like if they're gonna do a live, I would rather them do a live where there's a crossover of the two shows.
Well, even better, just do one show.
Or even better, like let's just don't do it unless you got it. Cause like I said, with Good Times, I guess it was more so nostalgia that had me like, okay, it was decent. Because when I'm thinking back, I don't want to say like, oh, them stumbling on their lines was a bad thing.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, let's be real, it's something that you notice. What's his name? Earl? Is that his name?
Which one, Earl?
The original father from Good Times.
John Amos?
Yeah, why I call him Earl? He looked like an Earl. Hell, like, I want to, I'm trying to be patient with him because it's like, I know you old. You know what I mean? You probably ain't even done this in a minute. But it's like, bruh, you going to say your lines anytime soon? Anybody going to throw him some bell? Like, no, nothing. That's the part that was getting me. Like, them hanging on or messing up the lines, or not even messing up the lines. It's one thing to stumble, like the father in it. Mm-hmm. He did a lot of and as I could tell, he was like searching for his lines. But other people, they just kind of was just sitting there, and I'm like, I can't tell if it's supposed to be a quiet pause here or if you're searching.
I just think most of them ain't used to doing live theater or
that
live
too.
TV.
And when I thought about it, like, why have all of these celebrities? I mean, I get wanting to see that, but why have these people do the live rendition instead of getting some people who actually do live shows? You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, because at this point, what way is there for Broadway actors to get toward TV and regular movies anymore? Because Disney's, at this point, they don't give a fuck if you can sing anymore. All they care about
how many followers you got and what attention you bring.
Like Audrey McDonald and them, there is no means of people like that or to get to the regular thing. Ooh, but Ariana DeBose, who was Tony nominated for Donna Summer, is going to be Anita in West Side Story.
Are we referring to anybody black right now?
She's black and Puerto Rican and also white. Her mom's white. I think her dad's Afro Puerto Rican. She's from South Carolina. Does that count?
Whatever. Does she identify as black?
Yes, and also I think it's either queer or lesbian, but she's married to a woman, I believe.
Okay, all right, whatever.
Yeah, close enough.
Yeah, I'll accept it.
So now, do you want to get to Ready to Love? Or
did we get through everything else?
This TV related anyway.
Okay, what else is movie related that we need to discuss?
We can do movie related. Let's go and we can talk about Jumanji if you want to.
I mean,
even though I think that was such a waste of time.
Okay, just tell us why you did not like the movie.
First of all, nobody cares about the live people.
First of all, hold on, wait, push pause. Y'all can't see him, but the deep inhale that he just took before saying first of all lets me know that he genuinely was not appreciative of the movie. Okay, go ahead.
Let's put this.
Yeah, he tried to take a softer one this time. Like, let's take it. No. First of all.
So, let's factor in. Nobody cares about the real people. That's why you don't see them much in the advertising. Nobody cares about Nat Wolff or Alex Wolff, whichever Wolff it is, and the rest of them actors whose names I can't even figure out.
Right. Danny
Glover and Danny DeVito, as much as they are good actors, do they really need to have a good portion of the movie focused on their drama because Danny Glover's character decided, I'm old as hell, I want to retire, and this one's mad at him for retiring because that means he had to retire? Does anyone give a damn?
No, I don't think. No. I don't think I would.
You see that movie because you want to see Kevin Hart and The Rock go at each other, and then every now and then Jack Black says something funny. And then, and then there's that girl from Avengers who's there because you can't have more men.
Yeah. That's exactly what I want. I want to hear all of that shit. Except for the Danny DeVito part.
And then you add Awkwafina just because. It's like, let's add diversity because we want to get into the Chinese market.
Awkwafina is the Asian comedian girl, right?
Yeah. She had a good movie.
She was in Crazy Rich Asians.
Crazy Rich Asians.
Yeah, I like her.
Also in... Oh my God, that Ocean's 9, 10, 11.
Yeah, Ocean's 8 with Rihanna and them.
And Sandra she had Bullock. A really good movie.
Look at me knowing white people. Go ahead, Sean.
Awkwafina's Asian.
Yeah, but I said Sandra Bullock was in Ocean's 8. Look at me knowing white people.
But she got a black child, so that she's...
You talk about the nigga from Blindside? That ain't River Rose. I was like, nah, I'm fucking with you. Yo, you thought I was for real? You was supposed to say, hey, we're going to wrap this up right now.
He could grow into looking like that.
Excuse me.
That son could grow into looking like that.
Yeah, she looked like the type. Probably got real into the movie. Like, you know what? I could do this. I could have one of these. This was cool. She looked at the guy like, I was a good mom to you, right? He's like, yeah. She's like, yeah, I think I'm going to fill that paperwork out.
Speaking of black children, Hair Love.
Oh, my goodness.
Which is now, it came out with Angry Birds, but now it's available online because they know they want to separate it from that crappy Angry Birds movie.
The Angry Birds wasn't that bad. My son enjoyed it.
How old are you, son?
He was 8 at the time, I think.
Okay, I'm a little too old for that movie.
Yeah, no, it wasn't for me. I was on my phone most of the time. I mean, but it had its cute moments. I like when cartoon movies have like humor that adults can be like, oh, okay, and then like some of the kids don't understand. They'd be like, nah, nigga, that was just for me. They knew that I was here with you. They threw that for me.
Keep me awake.
You got the next 60 minutes. Let me get those 3 minutes out of there. You feel what I'm saying? So it was all right in that aspect. They had a couple of moments where I was cracking up. But Hair Love, I was mad that they put that in the movie theater in front of the thing because I wanted to rewind it and watch it again. My son looked up at me. I was crying. He was like, are you? I'm like, mind your business. My movie starting. Shut up. Like, what? Bro, it was beautiful.
Do you
all
have
right.
the book?
No, I don't have the book. Do you?
I think I did. I buy that for my godchild. I'll get that for her birthday.
So you want to give the people who have not watched a little recap of what Hair Love is about?
Okay, I want you to picture 90s Nickelodeon Little Bill style animation except with a better budget. We're going to go how far should we go? Let's put it to you this way. There's something happening with Mama, so Daddy has to pick up the slack, and Daddy don't know what the hell he's doing.
I'm going to go all okay. So it's written by Matthew A. Cherry. Yeah. So basically, the father we open up, we got the father or the daughter's trying to do her hair. She needs some help, causing the father, right? Daddy comes on duty. These black people, okay? It's very important to bring that up. It's like, oh, it's not about race. No, it is. This is specifically important for black people, for black fathers and for black daughters. Okay, so the mom's going through something. We don't even know that in the beginning. We don't know the mom is going through something. We just know that
we
daughter.
We don't even know the mom around.
Exactly. We just like you see the daughter on like not an Instagram or anything like that, but like on maybe a website, a little hair tutorial site, and she's trying to get her hair right. She can't get it, causing daddy. Daddy's trying to help her out. It's a whole fight. I'm talking like the hair just becomes like the evil villain, knocks everybody. Like it's big. It's big thing.
Don't forget the shady cat.
What happened with the shady cat?
Just the shady cat has to be mentioned.
Why?
That cat looking at people sideways was a...
now I gotta come over here and turn the volume down.
Oh, she about to watch this again?
I just want to see the shady cat.
Forgot the shady.
All right, so here we are. We're in the opening, okay? We're going through all of these pictures of hair and beautiful black women on the walls and whatnot. All right, so then we have... Move forward. What? Where'd you go?
Oh, look at your mind. You striking back.
It's the agents. I told you about the agents on the phone. All right, here we go. All right, Shorty's trying to do her hair. She's got a calendar. They emphasize. There's the shady cat. Yeah, so today is the day, guys. Today is the day. She's excited. There's a heart on the calendar. She's putting on her best dress. She pulled out the best sneakers, laced them up by herself. Now we're going in for the hair, guys. We're going in for the hair. The struggle. We got the fro. Nothing's working. We pull up the website. What we got? We're going to go with, what she go with? I don't know. Skipping past all of that. We're looking through all the hairstyles.
We have a Ray hairstyle.
We have a reminiscing of Mom Dukes doing her hair. She's like, ooh, I like that. That's the one I want. I want this one. Because that's how my mom loved it. She tries to do it. Fail. Here comes Dad. Not for nothing. For Dad to be a cartoon character, he could get it.
What I'm trying to understand is Dad got locks. You would think Dad got locks. Why not give your daughter locks to make your life easy?
There's multiple reasons not to do that because he's not the primary caregiver. I mean, he might be the primary now, but that's because the situation with the mom. Basically, the mom has some medical issue. I want to say cancer or whatever, something that is causing her to lose her hair, or whatever. But she was in the hospital. She was in like a treatment center or whatever, and they were getting themselves ready to go see her. And she wanted to make her hair pretty for her mom, and that's why the dad came in to help. So if the dad was like a single parent, I definitely think he would lock the baby's hair. But I think because it's just a situation with the mom type thing. But you know, God forbid in cartoon world, let something happen to the mom. Look, baby, I'm not combing this shit no more. I'm about to put these twists in this motherfucker, and you rocking out like daddy. But
do any of the men in your family know how to do hair?
My dad said he was good for a ponytail.
Okay. How was your relationship with AJ's hair? Or even what better, what was your relationship with your hair growing up?
Oh, my hair was terrible. Terrible. My sister, first of all, my sister has the softer grade of hair, so she was always she was always like, just her shit was easily taken care of. Me, I had coarse hair, and the problem with that is everybody, my mom, like, and you know, her family and everything, they all have soft hair. So it was like, how do we take care of this coarse hair? My first daughter, her hair is soft. Why isn't your hair soft? So I had mad struggles to the point where it'd be like, just give up. And at some point, I started taking over very young, perming my own hair, shit falling out. Then finally, my mom took me to the beautician. She cut it off. Like I had a short, like not a shortcut, but like I don't know if you saw the picture I posted today on Instagram.
Shoulder length.
No, I wasn't even shoulder. It was like right here, a little T-boss cut. So I had that in 8th grade, and then I started letting it grow out. Once I moved up here is when my hair situation changed. That's when I had my sister. So my sister was able to like say, okay, well, this is going to help your hair. Don't do this to your hair because that's not going to help it. When I first came up here to live again, it was sophomore year in high school. So sophomore year, all of sophomore year, I just kept my hair in braids. Cause I like, for one, it was growing out, so it was like right, you know, like right here or whatever. And then this is like, you know, an inch down from the ear is like the ugly stage when you grow your hair out. Like it's nothing that you could do with the bitch, okay? But give it a little part with the tuck and curl. Like can't do really much with it. So like once, you know, I put it in braids, it started growing. Then at the end of my sophomore year, I was like, you know what? I want to try to get a doobie.
What's a doobie?
Exactly. That's what I was saying. Because again, culture shock. I was from the South. So basically a roller set. Like, you know, they roll your hair, you send it to the dryer, and they brush it into a wrap. And then you let it out, and then it just...
So you was looking like a judge lady?
No, a doobie. Like, it's just
The only doobie I know is like a cigarette or a thing of weed.
Oh my gosh. You are so out of touch. So this is what it looks like when it's wrapped.
Oh, a hair wrap.
Yeah, it's wrapped. And then when you pull it down, you get a little bit of that.
Oh, a little bit of curls, a little bit of wave.
Yeah, you get a little bit of that. So that's when, junior year is when I discovered that I was a doobie person. Like I could get away with the doobies. And I started wearing doobies. And then my hair just kept growing and growing. And I started like, okay, you know, I proved to myself that I can grow the bitch. Let's cut the shit. So then I would battle back and forth between I'm going to grow it out. All right, I'm going to cut it. I'm going to grow it out. I'm going to cut it. In 2013, I went natural. And I cut it in 2017 to like my ears, like my hair. Little, you know, little bob, if you will. And now I've just been growing it out. So now it's like right here, maybe. I don't know. I haven't straightened in a while. But that's my hair journey. And it's been terrible. Well, for me. But I will say that me struggling through, you know, having to find my way in health and beauty products and all of that stuff, it has helped because now, like, and then on top of that, I left out the most important part for every black girl's hair story. My mom permed my hair when I was dumb young.
How young?
I don't remember, but I was young.
5?
Probably like 5 or 6. Maybe even before then. I don't remember.
Have you ever done that to AJ's hair?
Hell no.
Okay.
I don't believe in none of that. Since I went natural, when I cut that shit out, that was it. It's nothing. It's no. I mean, her shit look crazy now because that's her wake up hair. That's how she woke up, and you know.
That's crazy.
Yeah, man. AJ.
She is deep in.
You see how it's all fuzzy around the edges and stuff?
That's
It ain't brushed or anything. Like, I ain't taking her out the house like that. She could walk around the house with it like that, but I would brush it up and fluff out her poof at the top before we leave the house.
I am such a dude because that looks fine to me.
Yeah, exactly. And that's ooh, baby. Let me give you a little mini tangent. Let me go off. Since we're on the topic, child, okay. Yes, what did daddy do? Okay, so AJ has been rocking these, prior to the one ponytail at the top, I had the ponytail at the top and then she had a ponytail at the back. So the ponytail in the back, I braided it down and put a little bobo at the end so it hangs or whatever. And then the ponytail at the top, I put a donut bun in. Mm-hmm. Okay, do you know what a donut bun is? It looks just like a donut. It's like this part. This is so awkward, but this, not to be a sexual innuendo. But yeah, so it's like this. You put it over and then you take the hair and you spread it out over the donut and you put a bow around it. So you get like a perfect little ballerina bun.
Headpiece in.
There you go. Right. So she had one of those in, right? Let me see if I can get it up here. It might come up quicker on my Facebook. So I send her out. Here's the thing. I say, AJ, you have a bun at the top, okay? So you can't just be throwing your hood on all willy-nilly. Like, you got to be careful. Okay, mommy, I'm going to be careful. So I'm checking her iPad that night. Like, when she walks out, she gets out the car, she runs up to me. She looks crazy, right? So I'm thinking, like, her hair's sticking straight up. So I'm like, okay, that just happened just now. No. Apparently, her hair was like that since they got to the movies. And he never chose to, like, take the... Child. The offense. My baby had the donut bun right here with the hair just sticking straight up like this. Just like that. Cheesing hard as hell in the picture. I can't even find... Man.
Is that some, like, not when Harry met Sally. What's the thing? There's something about Mary with Charlie Diaz, whatever her name is.
Yes. And look, it was so bad. I had to tell my daughter, I'm like, send me that picture. So she went on her iPad and sent it to me. Look at her hair. Do you see that's the bun? And the shit just sticking up at the top?
Yeah, it looks like a little Minnie Mouse up there.
Bruh. And I'm like, what happened to your hair? She was like, nothing. I sent him a message like, so you ain't even try to fix her bun? You ain't even try to pull it down a little bit, tuck it or nothing? Oh, nope, she was fine. She said she was beautiful. We know she was beautiful, bruh.
I love the
But people know she belongs to me. That's why I try to keep her hair braided up, because she don't like to get it done. I don't like to do it. And I don't trust people around her with having to get her ready. Mm-hmm. Bruh, you could see the donut, though. That's like a woman putting on Spanx, and you just see the whole outfit. Like you ain't even try to cover it up a little bit or nothing. Like, you ain't even try to pull a piece of hair down over it. Like, you just left... I love my boyfriend. Let me just say that. You know, you gotta say
the boyfriend, not her father.
Yeah, no, it's my father. Chill. What do I look like?
I don't.
It ain't all the same person. Boyfriend. And I don't even like saying baby father because that's not my baby father. That's my boyfriend. It's my boyfriend first.
I'm just trying to get my who's who together.
Who's who of what?
So your current boyfriend is AJ's father?
Yes.
Biological father?
Yes.
Oh. I got so confused, but I'm getting my mind together. Don't look at me this way.
I don't understand how you would be confused.
Because I thought that he had a child before he got with you, and then you had a child before you got with him, and then y'all reconnected after high school.
No, that was my best friend in high school. Mm-hmm. He had a child. Child's mother was not consistent. Mm-hmm. We'll say that. And that's a whole nother fucking topic, Musa. Child's mother was not consistent. Prior to the birth of the child, we were best friends. I was there. Child's mother did not show up to the baby shower. At the baby shower, he said, once he calmed down, he said, I guess we're just going to split the stuff. You take half the stuff and keep it at your house. I keep half the stuff at my house because I was the child's godmother. Mm-hmm. Child's born. Time goes on. The mother is not being as motherly as the child needed. I'm there because I'm the godmother. I watch the child all the time for him, watch the child for her. When they fight, they as they in the relationship. When they fight, I'm always the one coming to help the child, come, do whatever. So once everything was said and done, the fallout began, they broke up and everything was whatever. And the void in the child's life kept getting bigger. In my opinion, there's no reason for you to go without because other people can't get it together on your behalf. So you're not going to miss out on the maternal nurturing that you desire because other people are busy with their lives. You get what I'm saying?
That was such a politically way to say it, and I adore it.
That was very hard. That was very hard. But, like, I get really emotional with this topic because he ain't asked to be here. So there's never going to be a time when he's searching for that nurturing and he's not going to receive it. And another thing is the consistency of everything. I'm very consistent. I've been here. If you go through all of the baby pictures and everything. So when it was time when me and his father decided, okay, you know what, I don't really want to be your friend anymore. I want to be with you. Then it was just like a natural transition because he had already looked to me as a mother figure. So if you notice, well, you haven't met him yet, but when you meet him, you'll see he calls me Shonda. But that's because that's what he knew me as. But if you ask him who I am, he'll say that's my mother.
You about to cry for tears.
No, I'm good. I'm good right now. I'm good because I'm about to tell you a story about that. So AJ was like 3, right? And it just hit her one day. She was in her feelings or whatever. She was like, why does Amir call you Shonda? And so I'm like, I told her, I'm like, because that's my son, but he didn't grow in my belly. I know that. I know he grew in somebody else's belly. I know that. But he should call you mommy. And I'm like, but maybe he doesn't want to call me mommy. She's like, it's not about what he wants. He needs to call you mommy. He's called you Shonda long enough. It's my turn. Right, Shonda? Yo, she was 3. Like, that's no exaggeration. She was 3.
Wow.
She was 3, bro. She was 3. So then from that point forward, I had to fight with her calling me Shonda. Like, she would want to try to call me Shonda. Like, no, it's my turn. It's my turn. So when he is talking about me to her, he says mommy. So that she won't feel like, well, I can't call her Shonda too. Like, she was disturbed. Bitch, what you mean I can't call you Shonda? He been calling you Shonda for the last 3 years that I've been here. Your name's Shonda, ain't it? Shonda, come here. Like, y'all literally, like, with her, like, I got videos of her when she first learned my name. She tried to call me by that shit. And, Nana! Like, nigga, no. Call me by my name. My name is Mommy with an M. But, yeah, that's where we are. Okay. Thug tears dried up.
So just to get you fully out of that.
So that was like part 1 of getting in depth with it.
Oof. But now we gotta get to Ready to Love.
Okay, we can do that, yes. Let's talk toxicity.
Let's go from tears to fears and anger.
I'm also going to send you that audio clip I took the other day. Y'all, it's been so hard. Okay, we linked the other day, right? And we were supposed to record. And I was ready to talk about Ready to Love because I had just watched it before he got here. And I was triggered. So we were doing separate work and we started talking about it. So I just took a sound bite of, what the conversation we were having in case we don't touch base on the things that we said and we forget about the other things that might have disturbed us. Because I was disturbed. I'm ready. Let's do this. Who you want to start with? Mario bitch ass? You want to save him for last?
Oh, we got to save him for last.
Save that mother for last.
Let's start happy thoughts. We got new couples. We got Terrell and Nina.
Let me pull up Cass. They probably won't even have the whole cast up here. Terrell and Nina. You know what? And I was okay with that. Because her broken ass, she needs somebody who, this is going to sound really bad when I say this. Her broken ass needs somebody to be beat over her. There it is. You're welcome. But say the mean things about me that you wish.
But what I always wonder is when these reunion show happens, do they have the time to watch the previous episodes before that?
I think they see it when we see it.
That's a damn shame because you know Terrell was giving out gifts left and right.
Yeah, and that's what I thought was.
How she gonna feel when she.
But no, that's the thing because okay, so I want to say Ashima said something about this on her live, but
that live was too long for me to follow.
Oh yeah, no, I'll be watching all her lives, like, cause I'll put it up if she on while I'm doing some, like, if I'm rolling up in the kitchen or something, then she'll keep me company through my smoke session. But what she was saying, she said something about they watched it as we watched it, so they didn't even know about certain things. That I think is what she said. Now I'm sober right now, so I could be telling something not right. But I think that's what she said. But either way, they had a whole discussion about Homeboy being extra. I don't remember if Shorty was there, though. Was she there for that? Because I know they had multiple discussions about it, like him being texting extra and sending pictures, giving gifts.
He snatched his gift back. Remember when he put his finger on the Shiva's mouth like...
Hey, yo, and all I kept thinking was, Ashima, you're not going to say nothing. That man put his whole finger on your mouth. Do you even know if he washes his hand? You know how he pees, right? He has to hold it. Like, damn. Yes, I do remember. Okay.
Too bad when she finds that out.
Okay, I have a list here. I think they're giving me a list of the people who are up here.
You might as well just go to my website. I have that shit ready and ready. I have to keep a note of these people. And they'll update these sites so that you get the little extra stuff that you learn from episode to episode.
No, I just needed to see who I'm talking about so I know. All right.
Don't get John and Terrell mixed up, even though it's kind of easy.
Yo, real talk.
And I don't know. I sometimes wonder, why are they there when you was eliminated first?
Yeah, like what? But like, what's her name? Christina said, "Oh, I'm just here to commentate. Like, I'm just a commentator."
And did she commentate?
Oh, baby,
she was having a.
She definitely was. What's his name? Kendall.
Kimber.
No, the dude that be the dude that be watching the Love and Hip Hop, and he be doing the recaps on the reality shows in his bathrobe. Best friend and chill.
I'll take your word on it.
I'll tag you to him at another date, at a later date. Okay, so who we started? Jimmy broken, and
what I don't like about Jimmy, fuck Jimmy. What I don't like about nephew Tommy is the fact that he recognizes this dude is fucked in the head,
and then tried to still link that, right?
Yeah,
talking about Kimber. What do you? Is there a date? Can you? No, he's sick. He hurt. He needs therapy.
It's like, do you get extra money if more of these couples come together, nigga?
And he said, nah, because, we said 4. At first we said 3. Then they gave me 4. I'm trying to see if I can get the 7, get that extra check. No, nigga, no.
And on top of that, Jimmy talking afterwards like he's used to somebody calming his ass down. I'm like, who?
Word.
Mama?
Right.
Sister?
Because I'm used to having a woman to calm me down. Okay, that's way too much dependence. It's one thing to say, like, I'm used to having a woman to, like, keep me level-headed. But to calm you down, like, you need a woman to make you come back down. Like, nah, if you got to be able to calm yourself, beloved. You got to be able to, like, take care of yourself, even when it comes to, like, emotions. Like, you got to be able to do all of that before you can rely on somebody else to do that for you. I need a woman to calm me down. I miss having somebody to calm me down, bruh. Well, maybe you need to take your ass to therapy and figure out how to calm yourself down. Then, whatever woman that you bring into your life, she probably gonna stay because she don't gotta get tired from calming your sick ass down.
And Kimber was looking, excuse me.
Kimber was looking beautiful.
In her Zara jewelry.
She was looking beautiful. She definitely was. And she was looking she was looking like a princess.
Who's about to kiss a dirty ass frog.
Until she started blushing over that whole, would you go on a date with Jimmy? Would you go on a date with Jimmy? And she started blushing. I said, look at this clown.
She's too young for this show or something.
I don't want to say she's too young for the show, because think about it. All of these people acted immaturely for the most part. Well, not all of them, but most of them. Most of them was running game. Yeah, most of them was running game. Most of them had baggage that they didn't want to handle or address. Like, it was just so much. So it's like, okay, yeah, she's young in age, but did she really miss out?
Nah.
Like, did she really miss out? Like, I don't. Oh, shoot. Talk to the people. I gotta go check my sweet potatoes. I'm back.
Just in case it's an awkward cut because I have no idea what she was doing and I was on commentating.
I had to go make sure that my sweet potatoes didn't overboil.
Remember, she's a Southern woman, so she knows how to make certain things.
Oh, shit, I ain't learned that from down south, I'll tell you that much. Okay.
Excuse me.
Sorry, I catch my breath because I ran back.
Leaping over stuff.
Yeah. Whew. All right. So who we going with next? London and Alexis. I didn't even give you a chance to answer.
London and Alexis, that's this coming week. And also Divine. Chica!
What you mean this coming week?
It's a 2-part reunion.
Yeah, I'm talking about, we haven't had a record for the, yeah, like, so I'm talking about up until the reunion, up until part 1 of the reunion.
London needs to be single.
I agree.
Because it took him 2 times for Divine to say, we together, right? And he was like,
London seemed like the type that just, something about him seems like,
I am firmly in the belief.
I'm an old thought.
Not only that, I'm firmly in the belief that most of these men are not used to this much attention.
Ooh. Nah, well, no, London get pussy.
But see, they may get it, but I don't think they, put it this way, they may get it, but they're not forced to also think of commitment thereafter.
That part, yeah.
Because Divine, the rest of them are in that mindset where I can get married in a year and it won't bug me.
Yeah, and I'll be happy. And they're all like, wait, you said marriage? Pulling that neckties and shit. Like, yeah, nah, bro. I definitely agree.
But that's the fault of the producers for matching these people up in the first place.
You know, the production and edits, like they could have did a little bit more work. And
like with Nina and Terrell, y'all made her seem like nobody wanted her ass.
At all, word.
They made Ashima seem like nobody wanted her ass.
Word.
And yeah, look at this.
They
Ashima saying she got connections on the live with Carrie and all these other people.
Yup.
Then Nina, apparently she had a connection with some dude.
Mm-hmm.
The narrative they put on these people.
Yeah, but you know,
especially the women.
And so it's a question of, are the men really that toxic, or is production that toxic?
It could just be there perpetuating stereotypes.
Yeah.
I mean, everybody fits all types.
Yeah.
I mean, Reba, does she not seem like a black Cinderella's mother?
Yeah, I agree. But
actually, Snow White's.
Yeah.
You know what? Because I mean, and people get bold with them too. Do you ever see the live tweets and they're adding these people while they're talking? It's a mess.
I don't be on, you know what? Because I never watch it when it airs, so I've been missing that stuff. But would they be talking crazy?
My thing is, everybody gets to the show. Why are you adding these people saying they are dumb as shit?
I'd add Mario to tell him he ain't shit.
We should talk about Mario.
Are we ready? Wait, did we talk about everybody that we need to talk about? Okay, let's talk about
But you want to talk about Alexis?
Yeah, let's talk about Alexis and Brent. Well, Alexis, Brent, and London.
I really don't think she wants Brent, but she ain't trying to
I think she settled. Yeah, I think she settled.
Well, it's like we said earlier. This is a competition. It is not a romance show.
Yeah,
people are just trying not to get eliminated.
I agree.
It's like Big Brother. You making friends, making quote unquote connections just so you can make it to the end. And you don't even get a prize besides your dignity, and you may lose that on the way.
That's very true. But I feel like with her, I feel like she really was into London, and then when she realized that Divine wasn't really like going anywhere, then she was just like, all right, well, let me see what Brent's about. And then Brent, he's kind of on some shit where it's like, prior to her, you didn't really see him making a great deal of connections. Like, you didn't really see him, like, kind of just skated by in the background a little bit, in my opinion.
Most of the people on this show skated by. Divine skated by.
I don't feel like she skated by, because I talked about her neck the first night.
You mean with her and the whole... I don't know how to
she's pretty, but her neck... Yeah, like, I don't feel like she skated by in the background because I know who her love interest was the whole, you know what I mean, throughout the whole thing. Mm-hmm. Him, I didn't have any like Mr. Mysterious. Yeah, like I mean, I know he went out once with Devon and they had a little chemistry. I don't know how far that went. Oh, it's but remember? Yeah, it was a little quick thing, you know.
He got mad at Aisha for being aggressive.
Which one's Aisha?
Right there.
Oh yeah, I recall that. But outside of that, it's just like he just kind of was dry in the background, and now it's like, okay, I have my like basically like I quietly waited, and now I got my time to shine. Like finally, somebody is interested in me at the end. You know what I mean? Like, and I can be like really interested in them. You know what I mean? Because he looked like the type that he just want to give his heart. You know, you see some dudes, some not even just dudes, some people who I just want to give my heart away. Like they fall in love every 5 minutes and they doing the most for everybody. Like I get that vibe from him.
From the way he talked, he came out of a verbally abusive relationship.
When it comes to Alexis, I get that vibe from him. I feel like he ready to lick between her toes.
Well, so was Jimmy.
But I feel like that also is because of how she looks.
Just like you said earlier, it could just be because she was the youngest woman there. And Kimber may have been a little bit too young and wet behind the ears for him.
Yeah, I think well.
But at the same time, you also have to recognize he wasn't trying to compete with nobody.
That too.
So he lied in wait because all the ones that were hot, they were already taken.
Mm-hmm.
So he waited for them other dudes to fuck up.
Waited for his opportunity. And now, I realized that I'm number one. I'm the front runner in Alexis's life. Wow, why did I sound just like him? But yeah,
that's... What does that say about you?
I do great impressions. But, yeah, like, it just... I get the feeling from him of, like, desperation. Low-key desperation. And I don't even know if it's about, like, being in a relationship. Maybe it's to conquer. Maybe it's, like, to low-key, it could be that alpha male shit. Like, I gotta get with you. Like, I'm with her. And, like, because I know London is still getting a little jealous or whatever, you know what I mean? Let me go ahead and really push forward to make sure that I'm showing, you know what I mean?
You think that's also why he went after Divine for a hot minute? Just to compete with London, not even to have to deal with Alexis and them?
That's a thought. Pardon my stomach. It's making a lot of noise. I don't know if y'all can catch it over there, but that's a thought. I can see that. But then, if that is the case...
Wasn't that the same thing with Jimmy?
But if that is the case, then that would make me question more so about, is there some insecurity when you look at London or something? Like, why you keep going after the same chicks? Like...
Again, it's a competition.
That's true. Which is stupid. It's stupid. There should be no competition. The word competition should not be anywhere around anything dealing with love. That's stupid. Like, me personally, when I seen that, if I'm filling out, they say, oh yeah, it's a love competition. No, I'm good. I'm not competing for nobody's love, bro. Because if it's mine, then it's here. It's coming to me. I'm not like, yo, that's stupid. I'm going to compete for your love. Nah, because exactly what... Okay. I'm saying a lot with my body. Because exactly what happened to Tandy, and exactly what Mario did to Tandy, that's exactly why I don't do the whole competition thing. Because it's two people competing for one person. Okay, so if you don't like me, you got options. Like you got immediate options, and I done spent time going against this person that I'm familiar with, even if I don't know them, but I'm familiar that they are my competition. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And then at the end, I get you. I'm excited. You know what I mean? I feel like I won. Now we break up, and you. Oh, I'm in a relationship with them. She talking about something. They just broke up 2 weeks ago. He like, yeah, I still found love. That's because your ass was probably still kicking that shit on the low with her. You feel what I'm saying? Because when you jump out of a relationship and you right back into another one offhand, okay, either you don't know the person or you've been getting to know the person. Mm-hmm. You get what I'm saying?
And the way Tony made it seem, he didn't even want to work out the issues. He saw issues. He's like, you know what? Easier to be on the other side of the fence.
Listen, and that's probably what it was. The whole time they having issues, he was probably confiding in Reva. Because that's how niggas do. Not you, but that's how, other niggas do.
And let's add in that Reva, she just showed her whole ass.
She
wanted to be the whole, I'm upscale, military. I can keep myself calm, but then she showed her ass. I was like, you get way too into this reality TV show.
Yeah, I was so disappointed. Was she live tweeting through the thing?
No, it was Christina, Kimber, and it might have been others. But it's probably like last year. Last year was mostly the women that did it. One of the men, though, did the big dude from season 1.
I didn't watch season 1. How did you feel about the whole Mario Tandy Riva situation?
My thing is, I like Tandy. She seems fun. I would like for her to have an actual spin-off because she does musical theater and all that.
Yeah, I seen on her page that she's a singer. But I ain't hear nothing that she sang.
She was also on a reality show before this for a TV show.
And then she dated Genuine.
That was the thing.
What was the thing?
Because they were in the same stage production together.
Who?
Tandy and Genuine.
Okay, so then they dated, right?
It was during the same time. With a reality TV show, and I think it chronicled some of it.
Oh, okay. Wait. I'm sorry, we speeding here. I think I missed 3 turns. You said the stage production that you was talking about was the thing that she was with Genuine on.
Yes.
Okay, and then that's how they met.
The pre-production was filmed, and it's on TV.
Okay.
I forgot the name of it, but somebody pointed out to me.
Okay.
Getting back to Mario.
Yeah, back to this dog.
What I'm trying to understand with Mario is, yo ass walked into there knowing that she was with this woman. You avoided Tandy.
Talk about it. Being mean to her, too.
And then, of course, because the editors want to get real messy, they're making sure your mic is still live.
Yeah, oh, you heard, do you like my dress? Yeah, you look beautiful. My loss. It doesn't have to be. Yeah, it does. Why do I know that word for word? I watch it with captions, and sometimes I have like a photographic memory. But yeah, so that's.
And then his ass walked over. I'm like, why are you?
But if you notice, right?
TV.
When they cut to some break, like after that or whatever, they cut to some break, and I think that's when Jimmy and Kimber was talking, and then like when they was coming back from the break, they was off to the side, and he was like, no, like get off me, no, I don't want that or whatever, like that, like some he said,
be a little affectionate.
Yeah, but he was like being mean about it. That right there, like should have been a red flag. Like, oh nah, why you have to be mean to me to put on face for her. You get what I'm saying? To make her feel comfortable, like, oh, nah, I'm just doing, I gotta sit over here and be next to her for the show, but it don't mean nothing. You get what I'm saying? That's what I'm thinking that was. But either way, doggy ass.
And let's not forget, all 3 of them niggas is past 43.
No, Mario's 41.
He's 41?
I remember that
Sure
photograph.
he's 41?
That's what they said, 41, and he's something.
Yo.
Let me see if they got it right here. Yeah, he's 41. He's a Pisces. And he's 5'11".
I'm mad they got all that.
Don't downgrade your dream to fit your reality. Upgrade your conviction to meet your destiny.
What
Shut
kind
up.
of high school yearbook quote?
Get the fuck out of here. Get out of here, your whole dog ass. What's Reba's? We just associates. Like that.
I can't.
In the end, it's not the years in your life that count. It's the life in your years. You could have did that better, Reva. I expected better from that.
All of these things sound like a bunch of high school yearbook nonsense.
They be like, what's your motto?
Like, I just, you know what they should have next year? A casting special. I want to see how they get these people.
I agree. Did I ever tell you that I auditioned for Bad Girls Club before?
2 steps back, it's story time, children.
No, there ain't no major story. I didn't get on. I totally forgot I even auditioned until the casting director popped up on my Twitter feed. He started following me after the audition.
He is 41.
I told you.
Oh, yeah, got 3 kids.
Oh, they didn't say 3. Oh, they only mentioned that one daughter.
Because I take notes. So
and they said, no, I seen 2 extra kids on the family photo in the background.
No, because they say so much about them, and I'm like, why don't I like you again? And then I have to remember, oh yeah, because you have no excuses for your behavior. Let me shut this down because
That's your website?
yeah, I need notes for these things. My notes are ridiculous. They're like
I can believe it.
my
I can
posts
believe
are
it.
like 1,200 to 2,500 freaking words.
Are you serious?
Yes. So believe me, them notes is long as hell.
I can believe it.
But getting back to Mario.
Yeah, Mario dog ass. I hate that we even giving his dog that much attention, but that was just jacked up. For those that don't know or didn't see it, I'm about to spoiler alert this mug all the way out this bitch, okay?
You already spoiled it.
Yeah, but still, I'm about to re-spoil it for anybody who just decided to tune in at the last 5 to 10 minutes. So, this dude, they break up, right? Mm-hmm. 2 weeks prior to the filming or whatever, they break up. He's sitting on the couch next to her, and unfortunately, we didn't work out, but I was still able to find love. Gets up, walks from one couch across the stage to the other couch where Reva, in that terrible ass shortcut wig that she was wearing, was awaiting, where he then placed a kiss on her lips in front of his ex-girlfriend Tandi, whose heart was sitting there breaking on national television. Who does that? Dogs. Whoosah.
And let's remember the key facts. They were together for most of the show. Reva had her wall up, so Mario's like, I ain't fucking with this. It's too much effort. However, show ends. He realized, oh, you a lot of effort too, because I have to compromise my ways.
Yep.
So instead, he goes back to Reva because everybody in the show has a safe choice.
Yes.
Reva is his safe choice.
Yes, that is something right there. Everybody had a safe choice, I would say. Darren, I would say his safe choice. Well, Darren and Ashima, I just think they were supposed to be.
I think Darren just did a... I am not to do anything to your girl, Shima, but
because
Darren...
I will kick you in the shin.
Or take off the clip-ons like she was going to do.
Because these clip-ons, what's up? Talk about it. I got your back.
To me, Darren went for the easy choice, who wasn't getting attached to nobody. Again, editing made it look this way. She had connections with Mario.
Yeah, like you said.
But the way it looks, nobody wanted Shima. That's homegirl. Eliminate her. Nah, Darren likes her. He stuck with her because he did not, like Brent, he did not want to compete with nobody else. Instead, he wanted to go with the safe choice who never went to somebody else. And because of that, nobody went to him. So he was like, you know what?
This is via perspective from the editing that has been set forth.
Yes.
Right. I want to see the behind. I want to see the editing, the never seen footage. I want to see that. They need to take the never seen before footage and maybe put that in, like, I don't know how it would fit into like an episode or two.
Oh,
but
hell yeah!
I want to see all of that.
3 months of filming.
Yeah, I want to see all of that because I want to see the connections that we didn't get to see. I want to see, because then it might give us some kind of context to what took place on the stage that we did see. You know what I'm saying? Like, because maybe there was a conversation that we didn't get to see between Mario and Tandi that would change our opinion on their relationship. Something. I'm hoping, please, because it's just like to see somebody 41 years old be that doggish. That doesn't leave much hope, bruh. It's like, damn, niggas still playing games at 41? What about 51? Should I just go to the grandfather?
I don't want to drag my dad right now, so let's move on.
Oh, here you go. Well, you don't have to. It's in the soundbite. It's in the added soundbite. You are more than welcome to leave it or take it out.
All I know is...
And it says another
thing. No, because he knows what he did. And not only... Let me tell you, my birthday was December 16th, right? He decides...
Hold up. That just passed.
Yes, it did.
Why you ain't say something? I don't think I've ever known your birthday.
Your birthday's October 25th.
You don't gotta say it again to let people know how ain't shit I am.
I do that with everybody.
Dang, it's like, yeah, I ain't even remember. Yeah, because your birthday is. Like, okay, we know you're a decent human being. Goddamn, what the fuck? Shoot. Happy belated birthday, Nick.
Thank you.
I'm offended now. I can't even give you a genuine one because, it's sad.
And it's on recorded, too. Ain't shit.
Yo, what's up with you, fam? Like,
my coworkers say, I don't know how they get it. They say I have a church boy attitude. And I'm like, you really don't know me that well.
They know the professional you. Just let them know that.
It's not, because they was talking about, you know what coquito is?
Yeah, that's that Puerto Rican rum or something.
Yeah,
Puerto Rican liquor.
they were talking to each other about, and one was talking was so thick and creamy in my mouth, and I was like, exactly. They kept going back and forth, and I don't think they picked it up, so I just had to walk away.
I was like, you know what? I'm gonna excuse myself because you guys are in here. Y'all are inappropriate. Y'all are nasty, and just walk out. What the fuck is he talking about? Like, y'all are just nasty. This is not even not at work. Do that in the girls' bathroom or something.
I tried.
I agree. Like certain things, cause
like I was about to do like you and say pause.
Do you feel me? Like pause if applicable, because and that's the thing. People be like, yo, you a girl, you don't have to pause anything. And I'm like, I pause anything that could be taken sexually. It's not about that whole no homo, whatever. I don't care. I pause to my mama. I paused to AJ once. I asked her, I said, AJ, you want some paused sausage? And you know what she said?
Mm-hmm.
Nah, I'm good. I don't think I need any paused sausage. Like, for me, it's just a comforting thing. Like, because if I walk into a situation like that, everything that they say, I'm just going to be like, like, I got to get out of there, because my inappropriate comments are just going to, they're just going to come, and they're not going to stop. Like, it's just going to be like, you know what? Open the floodgates. Here comes all the dick jokes.
Yeah, and it's mostly women, so I can't join in.
Exactly. Like, you're limited. You're limited.
My boss is a woman, codes from
and black woman, right?
Yes.
Yeah, you can't.
Like, I'm already testing grounds because I made hair comments and nail comments, so I'm already like low key fucking up right now.
Yeah, I can believe it. I definitely can believe it, because they probably like, what the fuck is this motherfucker trying to say?
No, because my boss, she gets the dry some type of powders or whatever for nails, and when I first met, I'm like, oh, you have press on nails.
Oh, you're talking about like that UV gel thing where it's like pink and then white at the bottom?
Something like that, because her nails are going out. I'm like, oh, I think.
Oh, I get what you mean. She had the little space between the bit.
I'm thinking, I'm looking up, and that's now like a running thing when she get mad at me.
Just don't make no compliments.
I know how to make age compliments. I just don't know. I leave everything else alone.
Yeah, just stick to where you're good at. Like, I know how to compliment men. I know men like to be complimented on their smile. So you always, I see you over there smiling type thing. You got to stick to what you know works. Yeah, I'm really good with complimenting people.
Go you.
Yeah, I am.
Have you ever had a compliment battle before?
Oh yeah, all the time. All the time.
I did that once. I made her cry. I was so happy with myself.
All right, Joe. Anybody else you want to talk about on the Ready to Love?
Nope. I mean, the only thing left is show recommendations, quote, getting in depth with it, but...
All right, you said surviving the holidays. This is what you do. Well, it don't matter now because the holidays are almost over.
No, it ain't. What life you live in? Holidays ain't over till Valentine's
Christmas
Day.
is the holidays.
No, for people with seasonal depression, it's from October to Valentine's Day.
Yeah, no. After Christmas, I'm done. I don't give a fuck about y'all. That's straight how I move. Like, after Christmas,
about New Year's?
What about it?
Oh.
Like, what about it? To me, because, like, all right, what stresses me out the most is I don't get the whole not being with the family thing, because I have my family. So that doesn't bother me. My anxiety comes from gifts and gift giving now. Mm-hmm. I don't know. Back in the day, I used to be good with it, but now it's like I don't want to receive any gifts because I don't get what I want. And I feel like I'm just waste. Like, it's like, okay, if I say I want a blue ball, it's a problem for me to get a blue ball. So instead of getting me a blue ball, someone will go and get me a blue building. It's like, look what I got you. And I'm like,
that is
thanks.
Related.
Exactly. It really be apples and oranges, or balls and buildings. But for me, it's like, okay, now I'm receiving this gift, and like, you're looking for a reaction that I'm not going to give because this is not what I wanted.
Did you have to split the holidays when you were growing up?
Nah, not really. Like, because, like, I lived down south when I was little, so I did Christmas with my mom a couple of times, but most of the time I would try to come, they would try to get me back up here to spend Christmas with my dad. So,
see the snow?
I didn't like being in North Carolina. I really wanted to be up here. So that was my biggest thing. But as far as, like, Like I said, the Christmas stuff, there ain't no story there. We ain't going back there. We talking about seasonal depression and all of this shit now. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, that's my thing. Getting gifts and giving gifts. Like, I can do without receiving them, but I'll be wanting to give the best. Like, you know what I mean? Really bring it home. So that'd be stressful to me because it's like, okay, now I got to factor in buying gifts and getting this person something and getting this person something and getting this person something. And then you get the miscellaneous people who aren't that close to you. Be like, oh, well, I bought you a gift. And you be like, well, bitch, take it back because I'm not getting you shit. I'm done. Immediate family only. You know what I mean? Like, I know, and it's like, then I start feeling bad because it's like a fucked up way to be. It's like, but they want to get you a gift. Yeah, but then you feel obligated to get one back. I don't want to, I'm good. You don't have to do that for me. A Merry Christmas, a Happy Holidays, that'll do. You know what I mean? Spend some time with me, we good. You get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. That's how I operate. So that's the only thing that's been stressful for me is getting everybody gifts and getting that whole thing over there, like that part getting taken care of. After AJ and Amir open their gifts, I don't care. Like New Year's, don't care about New Year's. I probably won't do anything. I don't get invited nowhere. It's not like I don't. Yeah, I mean that sounds pretty lonely and shit like that. But it's I'm accustomed to it now. I'll probably just roll up, put one in the air, write something, and try to start my year the way I want to continue my year, smoking and writing. You know what I mean? Like that. That'll be fine for me. Then you get to Valentine's Day. Valentine's Day is not my favorite day. Like it used to be. I was very attached to Valentine's Day, and there was something that took place on Valentine's Day. That is a story. That's the story that yeah, that's a story. So something took place on Valentine's Day, and now it's like, again, I want to fully celebrate and enjoy the day. You know what I mean? But it's tainted. So it's like, I'm good. So yeah, surviving the holidays for me really means surviving Christmas. That's the most part. Surviving Christmas and surviving the family part. I don't really have anybody in my family that I can't stand. I got people that, the thing that I'm annoyed with this going into this season is don't hit me with the fake shit. Don't hit me with we got to get the kids together. No, we don't. Because I won't talk to you again till next Christmas. You know what I mean? Like, So no, we don't need to get the kids together. We don't need to make any plans. We don't need to have, let's meet up here at this day. We don't need to do none of that. Because when it comes down to it, nobody shows, and then I get pissed. Because, like, family for me, that, like, it's really important. Like, my relationships that I cherish within my family, like, I really cherish them. So, like, when I see some relatives that don't take those same situations, those same relationships as seriously, then it's just like, all right, again, I'm a person of consistency. I'd rather see you gone than inconsistent. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like, 100%, like, if I can't call you all the time, not that I call people all the time anyway, but if I can't reach out to you at any given moment and get a response back, then I don't want to talk to you, period. Don't hit me on my birthday. Don't send me no, happy holidays text message. Like, I'm good.
See, now you're triggering me.
Why? What happened?
That's not.
Oh, you're one that told you want those? You want the text and the call?
No, it's like you. I like consistency, and I did not grow up with that. I mean, my mom was consistent, but at the same time, I was there. Mm-hmm. My dad was an option. I lived down the. Let's see. I live from where you are here to where he would be at the school, and I would see him only a few times out the year. So
see that's the type of situation that was not going to be acceptable for my boy.
It's no longer acceptable.
Yeah,
it fucks with me.
Yeah, no, you don't get to be right there and choose when I'm important to you. You don't get to do that. If I'm not going to be important to you all the time, I'm comfortable, 100% comfortable with being nothing to you. Because somebody who's inconsistent, that's like just pulling a Band-Aid, reopening the wound every week. Or every time you run into them. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And it's like, damn, now I gotta heal again. Like, I just got over you not being regular. I just got over not seeing you for, however long it's been, 6 months. Now I see you again.
Is this what it's like to do with ain't shit niggas? Like when you dating and all that?
I would imagine so.
Oh.
I would imagine so. Always just a constant, just ripping the Band-Aid. Okay, I just healed this shit. Now we doing this again. I just healed this shit. Now we doing this again. That's the inconsistency of it all. Is like,
miss you, big head.
Yo, fam, let you would have caught me before 2013, bro. Hit me with a, I miss you, big head. You want to give it a kiss? You miss what? What is it that you miss? Oh, man, fuck these niggas. If I could go back and be a little different in my early 20s, I was pretty well. I was pretty savage in my early 20s. I didn't really give too many fucks.
She learned quickly around her.
Listen, then you get into that one situationship where you actually be feeling a nigga and you be like, now I like you. Then you turn on your emotions. Then it'd be hard to turn them off. It'd just be emotions for everybody. You'd be like, whoa, why? I can't be liking everybody. No. And then you be a sucker, and then you got to learn how to be hard again. Take me back to 2009. I was a savage. And I'm just like.
Now are you mushy?
A little bit. Well, I wouldn't say mushy. On the inside, I'm more mushy, yeah. But on the outside, my exterior is definitely more indifferent.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a word for it. Indifferent.
Ready for wrapping up?
Yeah.
So, movie recommendations.
All right, you go first.
I want to recommend the movie Jen.
What's that about? Or who's it by? Blah, 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 blah.
Black movie.
Oh.
I know. So, what is this? Okay, Christian girl, right?
Mm-hmm.
Mom decides she wants to be Muslim, so she converts with her mother.
Mm-hmm.
Now, when it comes to Muslims, you know most black films Christian all day. So, of course, this young girl, she is very ignorant when it comes to what it means to be Muslim. So, she goes in, gets a hijab, how we pronounce it, and she starts to integrate, but she does little things that, of course, disturb the Mahid, the temple. There you go. Look at you with your pronunciation.
Listen, and my little cousin converted, so I'd just be trying to, unlike the rest of my family, I try to, understand and respect it.
And so she runs into problems because, she's a 16, 17-year-old girl trying to be carefree black girl.
And also live a Muslim life. Or practice a Muslim life. It's a new movie or it's an old movie?
This came out like 2 years ago. It stars Zoe Renee. She was in The Quad with Anika Noni Rose.
Okay, I know Anika.
Yeah, she played the girl. She got a high forehead, big hair.
High forehead, big hair. Okay. And you said it was called Jen? Gin?
Jen, which is all, but if you look it up on Google, please be aware you're going to also get Jen. That's on Netflix. That's a TV show. Please put Jen movie or put Jen Zoe Renee, or else you will not find what I'm trying to push you to.
Okay. And then for me, I ain't really seen no movies as of late.
You can do a holiday classic. Get people in the spirit. Even though this is not coming out on Christmas.
Classic. I'm drawing a blank here. Coming to America. Can't go wrong with that. Just watch Coming to America.
You ready for the sequel?
I am.
Did you see Eddie Murphy on SNL?
I watched many clips. I didn't watch the whole thing all the way through. I've just been watching clips on YouTube. And again, the fumbling, but again, it's live. But outside of that, it was nostalgic. I was happy to see him up there. I was the opening with all four of them.
All I need in my life is, you know how Eddie Murphy has his famous parties? If he's not going to do many movies more, I just need his final movie to just be one of them parties being filmed. That's all I need in my life.
I'll take it. And an invite. I want to be there.
You already know what you got to do.
Got to do something strange for a little piece of stuff. Yeah.
10 kids. You ain't trying to be number 11.
Shit.
Well, actually,
that rich motherfucker? I wouldn't mind pumping out his 11.
Depends how much shots are you kicking out now.
That's true. Nah, because some of them got to be coming off soon.
Could be like Future.
Nah, some of them got to be coming off soon.
A lot of his kids are grown.
Exactly. So if he got 10, I say about a good 7 of them are over 18.
The sperm is strong in the Murphy
That means there's some slots open.
Show recommendation.
Oh, what was I watching? I'm just starting to watch The Neighborhood. I don't know what station it comes on. I was watching on Fire Stick. Yeah, I'm like literally on the first episode, like 10 minutes in before you got here.
I want to say NBC, Fox.
One of them, but yeah, I heard it was a good show. I heard good things about it, so I'm gonna check it out and see how triggered I am.
I want to recommend Single Parents on ABC.
Oh, I watched Single Parents. I watched the first season.
Oh,
You know why I watched it? Because I like Ray Romano's brother. I know that's not his real brother, but you know from Everybody Loves Raymond.
The big guy.
Yeah, I love him so much. So like I started watching it for him, and then I haven't watched it in a while, and I'm almost certain I didn't finish the first season. But I like how he is or was at the time with his twins. Like that with his relationship and how he was parenting them had me dying.
Why does it low key remind me of you?
Low key, maybe that's why.
Because his kids are full grown ass adults.
They are.
Flipping to children every now and then,
but for the most part, they definitely just be handling their shit like.
That's them having little conundrums about the dog, and the kids are like, "We can just build you a nightlight."
Word. All right, so we did show suggestions. We got to do a quote.
Yep.
What's your quote gonna be?
It's so dark in here.
I'm bad.
Well,
the sun set while we were talking, so.
Who's trying to save electricity in here? We are acting very green right now.
Listen, reducing the carbon footprint.
Got to turn on my phone light. I need water.
Get your life.
I sound like an evil person. Excuse me. Oh, I guess that's my inner nigga. Anyway, this is from Trevor Noah's book, Born of Crimes, Stories from a South African Childhood.
Okay.
I don't regret anything I've done in life, any choice that I've made, but I'm consumed with regret for the things I didn't do, the choices I didn't make, the things I didn't say.
Ooh.
We spend so much time being afraid of failure, afraid of rejection, but regret is the thing we should fear most. Failure is an answer. Rejection is an answer. Regret is an eternal question you will never have the answer to.
That's so true. All right, I'm going to outsource my quote. AJ, daughter, you're...
Oh, look at who's going to be joining us on the podcast. Miss AJ, whose name I can't...
Yeah, she all cheesy.
She taking her time.
You feel me? She needs the whole gate. I have to give a quote, so I would like for you to give my quote. What's something that you tell me when I'm having a bad day?
Don't let a bad moment become into a bad day.
There it is. Don't let a bad moment become a bad day, guys. And with that, we're going to wrap it up. This has been Getting Ignorant with It. I'm Shonda Nicole.
I'm Amari.
Who are you?
AJ.
And that's AJ. Thank you for joining us. Oh, yeah, you can catch me at Shonda Nicole 1 on Instagram, Shonda Nicole on Facebook, but that's AJ's page, and ShondaNicole.com.
And you can find me at Amari. Ooh, wrong one.
Look at you. Because it's not. I checked. I was looking for you the other day. It's definitely just wherever
I look.
Yeah, I hear you.
I got rid of my Instagram when people started finding. I'm like, I even started to work on it. Goodbye.
Say, all right, nope, I don't want to know you niggas.
No, and I don't post personal things anyway. This is as personal as it gets.
I hear you. Baby steps, right?
Nah, we just not.
All right. Well, you can find us wherever you listen to stuff.
I'm pretty sure everyone's been covered.
Yeah, what is it? iTunes, SoundCloud,
Stitcher, Google Play.
I listen on iTunes because I'm Team Apple.
Spotify.
I don't know what that had to do with anything, but I just felt like I needed to say it like that. I listen on iTunes because I'm Team Apple.
Got an iPhone 11 and everything. Is it the Pro or the regular one?
Nah, it's just the regular one, please. And I felt so awkward getting this. I don't like getting brand new stuff, and I don't like. I'm the type. I know my limits. I know that I don't care about a lot of things. So if I drop something, I know. And if it breaks, if it cracks, I'll leave it like that. I don't have no problem with it. So I don't feel comfortable getting brand new things like that. But my sister convinced me. And I just was like,
you have a $700-800 phone.
You feel me? The fuck?
Makes me feel like you're gonna get robbed, don't it?
No.
I forgot you a thug.
Keep the hammer in the car, literally.
Okay.
Yeah.
Bye.